RugbyMag.com, the official voice of rugby.
Men's elite final. Ben Gollings back on an IRB field, but here for the Serevi Selects in gray with the USA Falcons in white. Several players here with international experience. Pat Blair is on the Falcons team. He's played for Serevi before. He's backing down against Miles Cregwell. They were teammates on the IRB circuit just the last time. That's Madison Hughes for the Falcons. Ball comes out from Blair. Flipped out a little bit. And good recycling from the Falcons. A quick tap again. That's Locke, former West Point standout. A little bit of a fake there. I think that was Inosa. There, no, there's Inosa. You can tell by the little running, shifty runs. And they're back. Good ball movement again. Try to offload with just one more time, but the Falcons have dominated possession here. Inosa, Halililo breaks through again, pops it back inside. Ty Inosa just smooshed down into the ground, but so much so he's not released. Referee Brian Zapp says that's a penalty. Back out. There's Hughes. And gets it out to the wing. That is a try. That is Mike Teo into the corner. USA Falcons lead 5-0. And this is certainly a game of youth versus experience. On the Serevi team, Gollings, Halifau, Cregwell, Willie Rasalika, Isi Davita, Matt Turner, Kellen Gordon. In fact, of that group, that starting group, Kellen Gordon's the only one who's not played for a national team. And then he's been an All-American. So, his kick is away. It is 5-0. Oh, it is good. It did go over. I saw no flag movement. 7-0 as Hughes knocks that over. Inosa kicks off. Halifau, Gollings. That was Rasalika actually. That's Halifau. There's Gollings. Rasalika tries to control a very high pass and is harassed by Garrett Bender. Very nicely harassed, forced to knock on. Long left-handed pass from Ben Gollings, a little bit too high. He gave Rasalika a pat on the backside, said sorry about that. There's Inosa. Hughes dancing around, dancing a bit too much. Isolated. Now you see the power of the slightly older Serevi players as they ruck everybody off the ball. Cregwell now. That is Turner. Really impressive this weekend, Turner is. And he loops around, looks for his gap. He's well tackled though. That was Bender. Penalty for the Selects. And this is Rasalika. He's got Davita with him. He's just sort of chilling out, waiting for somebody to help him. So Cregwell to Gollings. Up back to Gordon. Turner is there, but Gordon pretty tied up pretty nicely. Only three backs now. Cregwell has it. He's tracked down, but he does beautifully to just occupy the attention of two defenders, then reach through and pop it back outside to Isi Davita, and the Fijian-born wing who's been playing for the Seattle Old Puget Sound Beach team for several years now, no problem, comes in and scores. That sets up a nice makeable conversion for Gollings. Scored more points on the IRB World Series circuit than anyone else. He's a great player, a great try scorer, but also just a superb goal kicker. But he slices this one. He won't be happy with that. 7-5, the USA Falcons lead. So the USA Falcons, this is a bunch of players, a squad of 12 players who are in camp at the Olympic Training Center. They didn't make the USA team that is currently playing here at the USA Sevens. They're the next 12. There are actually 25 players in camp, but one of them's hurt. Beautifully taken by Bender. That is Hughes. That's Blair. Just very slow coming out there, just challenging every single tackle. Big pass out from Teo to Enosa. Blair, Hughes, Halalilo. Probably the oldest player on this team. Bender. Bender runs right into the guy who passed it to him, and they gave a penalty for that. I think rightly so. He kind of did that on purpose. Turner now for Serevi. Serevi won this last year. Probably they won it fairly comfortably. This one not so comfortable. Oh, shedding a tackle there is Rasalika. Dumps over, getting a little bit too flippy with the ball, and Craigwell knocks it forward, not too happy, hands on hits. So this is the men's Elite Sevens final. The USA Falcons defeated Belgium to make it here. Belgium just playing really, really well through much of this tournament. Probably the surprise team of the tournament. And the Huda goes for halftime. Ball goes to Madison Hughes, and Hughes very wisely just kicks it to touch and says, you know what, let's just take halftime and decide what to do next. Serevi defeated Lionheart 7, which is a touring side from Canada. Also playing in this tournament, actually a very large number of teams. Northeast Olympic Development Academy, 1823, which is from Columbus, Ohio, affiliated with Tiger Rugby. They were there. Atlantis. Chile national team, and we see the high school All-Americans getting their championship trophy. Very well deserved. An excellent weekend for Salty Thompson's players. And not sure about the score. I know the high school All-American second team was in the plate final in that tournament against Atlantis. To see so many teams that are putting together touring sides or select sides. So many are interested now, not so much in just having experienced players play around, but getting young players involved and having the young players learn, be exposed, get a chance to see what championship rugby is like. The work that high school All-Americans are doing, they will garner benefits very, very soon. We haven't quite seen their former players get up to the national team level, but I think we're going to see them quite soon. Most of the players in this USA Falcons, well, not most, but about half of them are still college students finishing up their studies. Good kick from Falcons, ball loose. Who's got it? Falcons have it. This is Enosa. Oh, he kicks ahead for Teo, but is well controlled. Again, very loose in the ruck. Sloppy even. Turner for Serevi. Gordon. DeVita. Cannot give him any room. See? You have to make sure that tackle the first time, and it's really hard to do because he is so elusive. Good chase, though, from the All-Americans. Excuse me, from the Falcons. I keep thinking about these college students. There goes Madison Hughes. Dartmouth player, was with the high school All-Americans and would be the first, but he didn't play sevens with them much. He played mostly 15s. But dished out now, Rasalika to Gollings. Gollings has someone, a lot of people out wide, sends a very long pass. DeVita, he's going to dance around. He said, oh, he's looking for the try underneath the post, and he really should have just gone into the corner. And in the end, they got nothing out of it. 7-5. You know, this has been a very adventurous attacking game, and yet 7-5 with only 5 minutes to go. Teams are looking a little bit tired. There's been a lot of back and forth action, not a lot of penalties. Looks like Ben Nichols coming out for the Falcons. No, he ran off the field. He needs to come and make a sub, but he was too late. So now we got a scrum still. We're waiting for the things to settle down. We've got our subs done. DeVita, I think, is off. He's limping around. Maybe that's why he cut back inside. He didn't feel like he had it. Penalty against the Serevi for a binding infraction on the scrum. Falcons, no problem to kick to touch. Very nice kick from Hughes. Falcons holding on to that slim 7-5 lead. See how the sun's in the eyes now, the hooker throwing in, or the scrum half throwing in usually. Shadows lengthening here in Las Vegas, Sam Boyd Stadium. Ball loose. Turner, so smart, kicks it in field, made sure he stayed in the field of play as well. And there's the ball again, that's Peter Tiberio. There's been a Peter Tiberio sighting, kicks ahead, scores in the corner. He's done that before for the USA on this very field. And a beautiful creation, something out of nothing. Remember, it's rugby football. You see the ball rolling out to the sideline where Turner was just about to step into touch, and he just nudged the ball back in the field with his foot, went into touch, came back onto the field, secured it. It was passed out, loose, low pass right in front of Tiberio. Instead of trying to pick it up, Peter Tiberio just nudged it through a gap and chased after it. Beautiful skill.
Good. Your score, Serevi 10, US Falcons 7.
So it is 10-7. I think Gollings would have liked that kick back too. Not an easy one, but he's made them before. That's just so impressive. Such a great try. Lofts a high kick. Craigwell was going for it. He didn't get it. And Blair did. Just stood there and let it fall into his arms. Nichols. Teo, just such a funny looking player. He doesn't look fast, but he seems to score tries. There goes Hughes, falls down, gets back up. Bender. Back to Bender. He's also played for the Eagles at some point. What's going on there? Well, I think Mike Palafau was in the way illegally. Madison Hughes tries to dish it out, and this is sort of run and grind kind of sevens from the Falcons. They get another penalty, another ruck infraction. Most of the penalties you'll see occur at ruck time. Teo now is going to tap it. And out on the wing, they're probably hoping they don't send a big high pass because they cannot see. Sun is in their eyes. Ball comes out. Blair, you know, he's pumping those legs. Oh, did he get it there? He couldn't quite reach out. Pummeling through and held up. Great, tenacious defense by Serevi. But they are tired, asking a lot of questions are the Falcons. Ball held up, it'll be a scrum to the Falcons. There are 21 seconds left. It is 10-7. It is all down to this. One more play. What's it going to be? Teo out on the wing, Nichols at center, Hughes at scrum half for the Falcons. It's all about whether you can disrupt ball out of this scrum or secure it. Well, goes out to Hughes. Hughes trying to make it. Oh, did he get it down? He was just shoved into touch. He reached out and tried to touch it down. Everybody's arguing that the touch judge's flag went up. And the referee's saying we're going to take the line out and we're not going to end the game. How about that? It's not straight. Not straight, and the referee will say that we're going to have a scrum or line out. We're going to have a scrum. So, because you can't, well, that's interesting, because it's really technically a scrum infraction. It's a dead ball, or is that he's decided to keep going. That's the key. We're still playing rugby. Loose ball, poorly controlled, but Teo finally has it. Just very ugly possession. Still gathered by the Falcons, and the Serevi is just fighting everywhere they could. And yes, they were offside. They were offside quite significantly. So now we've got a tap for the Falcons. There goes Enosa. Got to stay in. They got to stay down. Serevi just trying to make every tackle. Blair got a pass. What a thumping hit. But again, what do we got now? Offside, I think. No, diving onto the ball. What a massive tackle to control Hughes. He's not even there. Oh, and the flip pass. Bender, can he make the corner? He's taken down. I'm losing my voice. And a penalty for holding on. Oh my goodness. And that is going to do it. Serevi somehow, some way, finds a way. Serevi wins this 10-7. Can you believe it? What an ending. Only 17 points in this game. Only 3 tries. With so much drama. So savvy is Serevi. And they needed everything they could give to do that. But in the end, that massive hit on Madison Hughes was effective because he was still catching his breath. When a pass came to him, it was sailed over his head. He was on one knee. Somehow batted out to Bender, and Bender had the ankle. Didn't quite have the pace. Was taken down by the ankles. No one with him. And you know, a great tournament for both of these teams. Serevi just destroyed everyone. But they really had to battle in this final game.